Well, the gadget seems to be functioning properly after I rebooted it a couple times. Always grief, but wanted to plug in at a decent hour on the weekend, hoping to see some familiar faces. And Mama finally napping. It's been a tough few days with her. When little Kimba died, it was a shock. It was sudden. And with Mama Dog, it's this slow process. Notifications went out immediately. Good. But like I was saying, with her passing away slowly, it's gives me a lot to think about. Perspective on life and all that. When someone you love is dying and you know it, and you're right there by their side, it's the hardest thing you'll ever go through. But it gives me such appreciation for what I used to have. And so in the future, when things get better, I'm a different person. These two dogs have been in my life for years. And they've been the only thing that's been in my life for years. And like I was just saying, with Kimba dying suddenly, going through that shock, you're forced to deal with it and get over it immediately kind of thing. But with Mama Dog going slow, it's taught me a lot. A lot of regrets, patience, but more than anything, gratitude. I can't wait to start over. Such a different person now. Justin's in the house. Good morning. Good to see you. Jaden, you look like you had a rough life. Yes, sir. Sure did. Gary, good to see you. Justin, haven't we all? Jaden, amen. Not too many people have had a blessed life. The last month since Kimba's died, month and a half, whatever it's been, and Mama Dog coming close to dying 2 times, and she's really been deteriorating the last 3 days. And she's got that faraway look and getting slow again, and because she had that big accident and she's still not pooing like she should at all. And I keep giving her the stool softener and a little bit of laxative at a time so she doesn't have any big blowouts, but she's not in pain, but I'm sure she's uncomfortable, you know. And then I start thinking, man, should I put her down? It's the craziest and the hardest thing I've ever been through, man. Had a lot of loss in my life, in more ways than one. Growing up in foster homes and losing my mom and then getting her back, and she's batshit crazy, and then, you know, back and forth, man. And it's been constant my whole life, with just little sparks of joy here and there, you know what I mean? and it wears you out. But if I'm able to get out of here in one piece and get started somewhere else and get my dog rescue going, I will be so happy, especially after going through all this. Like I said, I got a new appreciation for life. The simple things, you know. Let me get caught up here. Jesse Martinez, how you doing? Gone, John. Good morning. God bless. Same to you, brother. Michelle, is the paranormal real? That's a good question. I used to do some ghost busting back in the day. I know there's an afterlife, and I know there's evil. And the struggle between good and evil is very real. So you want to call that paranormal? Just a label. There's spirits, for sure, good and bad. Hope that answered your question. Spiritual warrior, good morning, brother. Jesus doesn't say it would be easy praying for you. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Michelle, God bless. Jesus will help you through this. I sure hope so. I do plenty of praying, believe me. Richard Downing's in the house. JohnnyO, respect. Thank you, man. Right back at you, homeboy. Hard rocks. Had to put my dog down. Bro, it's tough. Yes, it is. For a guy like me, there's nothing tougher. My little dog that passed away last month shared my bed for 12 years. No person on this planet has been in my life that long. None. And the unconditional love that little dog gave me got me through so many hard times. But I've been through so much shit in life, it makes me hard, callous, sometimes real dark. And that's how I survive. I lean on my anger. I'm stubborn. And I know what I'm capable of. If I can get to a piece of property and get started all over again and do it the right way and don't make the mistakes I made coming here, I know what I can do. And I know how that'll make me feel. I just got to get there. And sitting here on my ass and watching her slowly deteriorate eats me up. I got so much to do to try to move. But I can't leave her side. She needs me. And for everything these dogs gave me, I can't do enough for her. I couldn't do nothing for Kimba. She just dropped dead. There was nothing I could do to comfort her other than do CPR, and that didn't work. This is the hardest life lesson I've ever learned. But it's the most important one. It gives me a perspective that I would never have otherwise. How important it is to cherish the little things. And the people you got in your life, all you folks out there, you need to love them. Whether it's your dog or your daughter or your brother, because tomorrow's not promised. In the world we live in today, People pass away far too soon, whether it's fentanyl or any number of things. And you don't want to live with regret. I got a lot of regret. But just like taking care of her, it teaches me a lot. That's why I know my life is going to be way different when this is over. I just got to get there. We get tested so we'll have a good testimony. I share my testimony out here every day, brother. Thank you, spiritual warrior. Knuckleheads in the house. Good to see you. Good afternoon, Johnny and chat. I hope all is well. Sending positivity and love to all of you. Thank you, Knucklehead. I love that comment. Appreciate you. Michelle, I also don't have a perfect life, but Jesus always gets true. Thank you. Spiritual warrior. Amen. Just found your channel. Well, thank you. IDK. Hi, how you doing? Spiritual warrior subbed. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. IDK subbed and liked. Thank you. I appreciate you guys very much. Super Master. Name 10 countries. Hide user from channel. Got time to waste with that nonsense. Richard Downing's in the house. Please don't spam live chat. It's all right, dude. I got rid of them. Max, it's hard to make a family. Yes, it is. And if you got one, you need to treat it with the love and respect it deserves. Just because you got one don't mean it'll stick around. I got a brother and a daughter that don't speak to me. Mistakes. Regret. I see it now. I didn't see it at the time, but I see it now. Words can cut like a knife. You say the wrong shit to somebody and they don't forgive you, it's over. There's always a chance, but you can't get back those years. I haven't spoke to my daughter in years. And I made an attempt, reach out, didn't get anywhere. So unless she forgives me and we ever get to talk again, I'll never see her again. So treat the people you love with the respect they deserve. Just being there for her speaks volumes about your spirit. Thank you. Appreciate that. Little choked up today. Sorry. Just, I can't hide my emotions. It is what it is. Grokis. Grokes. Child's play. Facts, bro. Thank you. And for you new folks, sorry about the reading. I'm dyslexic, so I struggle. I appreciate your patience. He looks like, I think that says Gandhi. Sorry, I'm not sure. But Adrian, thank you. Spiritual warrior, truth. Grokis. Grokes. I think about every day and don't take life for granted ever. Good. I'm glad to hear that, man. I wish I would have been more on my game. Richard Downing. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. I like that, man. Thank you. We only live for today. Thank you, homeboy. Adrian, why do people come on YouTube to preach like you are not going to make a difference? Just stop. Let me read this again. Why do people come on YouTube to preach like you're not going to make a difference? Just stop. Okay? Not sure if you're directing that towards me or towards the general population. Spiritual warrior, and praying for you, brother. There you go. I like it. Hi, yes. ANUPAM. I'm not sure how to read that. How are you, sir? I'm hanging in there. Thank you for asking. Daniel, hi. How you doing? Uh, Pocket power plant, same. Okay. Pocket power. I want to go home. Yeah, me too. But that's up to God. Hello, brother. I need to speak with you, please. Speak your piece, homie. Freedom of speech, dog. As long as you're respectful, say whatever you want to say. You are from, sir? I'm from Redwood City, California. Presently, I live in Tomahawk, Wisconsin. I moved here to start a dog charity, moved to the wrong town. They don't like outsiders, and had a lot of trouble since I've been here. There's a lot of hateful people in the world, a lot of spiteful people. And just like I was just saying to that one comment about the spirit world or paranormal world, evil is very real. And the harder you're trying to do something really good, right? I call it God's work. I bought 30 acres, 2 houses, a barn, a shop, and a pole building in the back to share this property with 10 people and save 100 dogs. I've set it out here for years. For years. I've wanted to do this for over 13, 14 years before I was retired. This is what I wanted to do. And when I got here, I had high expectations. But what I've had to deal with since I got here is evil. I don't know how else to look at it. And recently I got God in my life in my own kind of way. I got faith, I should say, faith in God. I always believed in God, not religion, not going to church, but just believed in God. That was it. And God touched me in his own kind of way, and now I got faith. That didn't make life any easier. It ain't like God came down and saved me, but I believe he'll be there when I need him. I need him right now, but his timing is his own. It's not mine. And that's part of that faith thing, right? No matter how bad it gets, you got to believe it's going to be okay. And if you believe in God, I got nothing else, man. There ain't nobody here helping me. My phone don't ring. So faith in this old dying dog is all I got right now. And that's a fact. Oh, grateful dog. Sending love and positive energy to all the watchers of this fine Sunday. Well, thank you, man. Another great comment. I appreciate you. South movie action. Stay strong. Thank you. I appreciate those words of encouragement. Thank you. Do they still have your phone hacked? Yeah. Before I started this live, it was giving me grief. I rebooted it multiple times, wrapped it in tinfoil, and then all of a sudden the signal was strong. And when your phone is acting up, everything is real slow. Nothing wants to boot. But when it's working properly, everything goes at a good clip. So yeah, phone still got VD. And the fact of the matter is, a woman that I've never met put a restraining order on me. Tried to the first time, judge said, Then she refiled, and she got the restraining order, and she lied in the courtroom. Said I spoofed phone numbers and I did malware. I read 4th, 5th grade level comprehension. I hardly know how to work a gadget, let alone do what she accused me of. And the fact that she accused me of that tells me she's got those skills. So when it comes to my gadgets, it's just more evil, right? It's more resistance for what it is I'm trying to do. And I just believe that because I'm trying to do something so good, that the dark really turned up the heat. Because if I'm successful and you see this YouTube channel and I'm living on a property with 10 people and 100 dogs, can you imagine those videos? You won't be sitting here seeing me crying on the damn gadget. You'll be watching dogs playing and, you know, building little doggy apartments and a new misfit here and a new misfit there. It'll be a real charity. Of course, I get to talk and Mama Dog gets up. And other people will see that and get motivated by that. But the dark doesn't want that. They want you fighting and hating life and negative and all that stuff. That feeds the dark energy, right? That's the devil's playground. And I recognize that. Not too many people try to do what I'm trying to do. Right? I grew up in foster homes. I was a biker, was married to a stripper, was an alcoholic, blah, 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 blah. Now I'm clean and sober and I want to start a foundation so that when I die, the people that are here helping me with the foundation, saving these dogs, inherit everything I own. How many people do that? I haven't done it yet. It's just lip service. But I came here, I tried, and now I got to leave because of a plea bargain. I don't have a choice anymore. I was on the fence. Stay, go, stay, go. These people aren't going to chase me away. Well, they won. So I have to leave. Start all over again. And it's hard. I'll be 62 years old here pretty quick. I'm worn out. Physically and emotionally, I'm worn out. I can cop to that. But I'm not dead. And this purpose burns in me like you can't believe. It's all I want to do. It's all I care about. When these kind people got me tossed in jail, my neighbor down the street, one of the few people I know in this town that are friendly to me, I gave him a $15,000 truck. I had a stack of precious metals. I sold it off, and I bought vehicles with that money so that when people came here, they'd have cars to drive. If they didn't have one, there'd be extra vehicles here. And when he took care of my dogs so they wouldn't die while I was in jail, he had one of my little GMC Jimmy caught his eye. I'd see him, you know, like, woo, you know. He was partial to it. I could see that. And so when I got out of jail, I made a video before he even knew. I'm gonna give Jimmy this truck. And I did. And it's not the first truck I gave away. Because things like that make me feel good. I don't care about materialistic shit. I've been wearing this vest since the job site. There's not much left to it, but I'm partial to it because it reminds me of being on the job. I'm not a materialistic guy. But when I give shit away or when I help somebody, it makes me feel good. And few things in life have ever made me feel good. Good girl, Maya. Excuse me, I gotta get her comfy. Get her back on her bed. Come here, Mama. Come here, baby. Come here. Come on. There you go. There you go, big girl. Here, let Daddy move the blanket. There you go. Lay down. I got you. There you go, sweetie. Anyway. South movies, stay strong. Thank you. Appreciate you. I will. Do they still? Okay, got that, got that. You, your mom. You could play Frontier. Nope. See ya. Hide user from channel. I don't need that. Oh, LS is in the house. Good to see you, young lady. Always a pleasure. So scary what people do to hurt someone. Oh boy, is it ever. Dark energy is real. Amen, girlfriend. Amen. Grateful dog. Congrats on the sobriety. I got 8 years in myself. Good for you, man. Nothing better than being sober. It's the only way you can navigate this world. Years ago, I didn't know what complex PTSD was, and I was medicating with alcohol. You know, I'd first have a shot in a beer, start feeling a little good, have another one, woo, feel even better. By the third or fourth, the horns started getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then my mood went to dog shit once I got drunk. I was an angry drunk. And once I realized how bad I was getting, and that word alcoholic was ringing in my ears, I was like, fuck this, man. This stuff is not going to get the best of me, and I quit. And then when I moved up here, I thought maybe I could teetotal, get a little buzz every once in a while. Bad, bad, bad decision. And I never did it again, and I'll never do it again. And I don't do anything else. And I've been leaning on nicotine because of the stress, but stress isn't going to get any better, and the nicotine's just making it worse, so I got to give it up. But sobriety is where it's at, man. If you want a healthy, happy life, being sober is the only way to go. One exception, plant medicine. I think 420 is useful when you use it right. In the mornings when I have to sit with my anger and my sadness and it doesn't go away, a little 420 helps you get through the day. But to stay stoned all day long and fuck off your whole day and eat shit food, no good. But to go to a psychiatrist and them tell you to take a pill, no good. Not in my book. Each to their own. But I would rather smoke a little 420 than take a pill any day of the week. And 420 has never been an addiction for me. I don't smoke. I haven't been able to smoke for a long time. Can't get no 420 in Wisconsin. But when I leave here, I'll be back in a location that it's 420 friendly, and I'll use it when I need it. And if I don't need it, I won't use it. It's a medication. It's not a drug to me. But, so if somebody smokes, I still consider that being sober in my book. What do you do for a job? I was a union sheet metal worker. I'm retired with a pension and Social Security. I paid taxes for almost 40 years, so I earned my retirement. I made clean money the hard way. So there you go. Okay, what about hooking up with a man in prison? How about I hook you up with hide user from channel? See ya. What kind of tobacco do you? It's either Grizzly menthol or it's Copenhagen wintergreen menthol cigarettes. I'm bad when it comes to nicotine. CIPH chipper stage. Sorry, man, I don't read so good. I had CPTSD and drugs addiction and got CPTSD and drug addiction, and God saved me, but took my material possessions. Yeah. But you learned. And material shit, you can always get it back. I'm glad you got God in your life. Makes a big difference. King Wolf, what's up, gang? Good to see you. Gaia, Gaia, I think. I had a friend of 30 years since I was 18 years old, and he was clean for 15 years and then fell off the wagon and ended up dying because of alcohol. Yeah, man. My wife died from alcoholism. We were broke up for over 10 years, but our divorce never got taken care of. And Captain Save-A-Ho, I tried to save her. Told her she could stay in the spare bedroom when I lived in Cali, and she was living with a drug dealer, and she died on this guy's toilet, puking blood on the floor. Because if you drink real hard for too long, your organs start to leak. You bleed internally. She died on the toilet and was sitting there so long, rigor mortis sat in. And when they found her, she was stiff. A girlfriend of hers called me and said that Sonny passed away. She went over to this dude's house and gathered up what little bit of possession she had. Wasn't much. And I dug through her purse and I found meth and a half pint of vodka. She couldn't break the addiction. I told her if she came to stay with me, she couldn't get high. No drinking, no drugs. So she chose to stay with this guy and die on his toilet over getting sober. So I understand what you're saying, my friend, all too well. LS, Canada is legal to use cannabis. There you go. Most places are now, not in Wisconsin. Martin G, why is the USA going down? Politics. The people that run this country don't know what they're doing. That's why it's going down. Michelle King, hi Johnny, how you doing? Hi chat, there you go. Big rocks, big. I gotta quit drinking. Yeah, man, it's the best thing you could do for yourself. It really is. I mean, unless you're the kind of person that can tie one on at a wedding and, you know, somebody's birthday or somebody's funeral, and, you know, for special occasions to go get buzzed up once in a while, that's one thing. But to drink on a regular, it just picks up momentum. You'll drink more frequent, and before you know it, that's a hard habit to quit, man. So I wish you a lot of luck with your sobriety, my friend. Prayers go out to you, man. I hope you make it. I really do. Big rocks. I'm locked up in prison in Canada. Well, that sucks. What was it like growing up in Redwood City? I'm from SoCal. Redwood City was a cool town. It's in the heart of Silicon Valley before there was a cell phone. And Redwood City was kind of for being in proximity to the big city, there were a lot of orchards. It was a working class town, blue collar town. It was a good town. I liked Redwood City. Excuse me. Gaia. High content CBD flower bud is exceptionally better than instead of just marijuana. It influences pain. Yep. Is Redwood City Cocoa County? No. Redwood City is San Mateo County. Cocoa County's up north. Big Rocks. Is a lot of black people in Redwood City? No. Neighborhood I grew up in at one point in my life in Redwood City was a little ghetto. You know, different neighborhoods, different demographics, and the neighborhood I lived in was poor. Housing authority, Section 8, welfare, food stamps, and cockroaches. So that neighborhood was predominantly black. That's why I smoke cool cigarettes. That's why I like lowriders and soul music. That was a big part of my childhood. And then when I moved into the foster homes and moved to San Bruno and South City, closer to San Francisco, that environment was mostly white, and it was rock and roll and hot rods and a whole completely different culture. I used to have people bust my balls on a regular, call me a wannabe, because I like to listen to soul music and I like to smoke menthol cigarettes and I wore Ben Davis pants. So I know hate real well from both black and white. Hate has nothing to do with the skin color. That's just an excuse. The skin color is just an excuse. You got a choice as to whether or not you want to hate on somebody. The apartment that I lived in with my mom, there was a black man that lived downstairs. He hurt my mom. I don't need to say the word. And I met him when I was playing in the carport. And I told mom I met Willie downstairs, and she got real mad. Fuck that guy. He, hurt me. I grabbed a hammer that my uncle gave me, a little toolkit he gave me to work on my bicycle, and I was going to kill that man. Mom said, you can't do that. Who's going to protect me and your brothers? So I had to see that guy every day. And he was a black guy. And mom made sure to school me about you can't hate all black people because what Willie did. I had a good reason to hate black people. But I had a lot of good black friends. One of my best friends as a kid was real dark skinned. Used to eat at his house and sleepovers and all that shit. Hate is a learned behavior. Has nothing to do with skin color. That's just an excuse. Anyway. Big Rocks, damn, you seem like a cool dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And thanks for all the thumbs up, you guys. Thank you. I can relate. I grew up in a Mexican area and really appreciate the Cholo style. So do I. It was black, brown, and then white. And my next door neighbors, the Areolas, were Latinos. And I used to crease my Ben Davis, drive a lowrider, wore a brim, Stacy Adams shoes, listen to oldies. So, I used to get down with the Cholos. Believe me. You all right, Mama Dog? I can relate. Okay, I got that. Ghetto Boy 2X. I'm a black guy, and I think you have a great channel and got a lot of wisdom. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. The world we live in, people hate on people for no reason. This area that I moved to, you look up Wisconsin, a lot of those kind of people up here. They don't like somebody like me. And I had no idea. I landed in the hornet's nest, man. But when I leave here, I'll do my homework and make sure wherever I go, I'm not living in the lap of a bunch of haters. And I got a big mouth. And because the shit I've been through as a kid, I don't live in fear. And I'm not worried about dying. I look forward to meeting my maker one day. Just no hurry to get there. So what's happened to me here tells me my life's in jeopardy. I believe that. Whether they're bold enough to try to do something because of my big mouth, time will tell. That's why I say I hope I get out of here in one piece. But if somebody does me in before I leave, it'll bring a lot of attention to the hatred in this little town, because there's a lot of good folks that follow me. And I'm sure if I meet an early demise because of violence, a lot of people will be talking. So you guys are my insurance policy that I get out of here in one piece. I've seen a lot of shit in my life. And I've never been scared. Well, when I was real young, I was scary. But once you've been put through the trials and tribulations of life, you get hard, you get bitter, you get angry. And being angry makes it hard to be scared. But I'm not a bully. I'm the kind of guy that protects people from the bully. And that gets me in trouble. Mom was over there trying to drink water. Whew. LS, ghetto boys, I agree. Lots of wisdom here. Thank you, LS. Appreciate you. Vikash, Vikish. Sorry, man, I don't read so good. Hello, Johnny. How are you? And where are you from? Redwood City, California. Big rocks. You can fit in anywhere. Yes, sir. Chameleon. There's no doubt about that. Roey. Hi, how you doing? Big rocks. If they threaten you, they're not serious. Real threats don't have warnings. Yeah, well, I've had people troll me, talk a lot of shit, and I've had a couple death threats on YouTube. Stand down, old man, before you get put down. And then I had some other clown saying your property line ain't gonna stop me. Those people don't worry me none. Like you just said, it's the ones that don't talk that I stay vigilant, right? I protect myself. I'm not a convicted felon, so I get to keep a pistol. So if you come for me, there'll be a fight. But until then, I'm just gonna keep doing the damn thing, go do my dog rescue somewhere else in peace and quiet, find some good folks like you, make sure that when I get there, there's at least one person there to kind of show me the ropes, and it'll be okay. It'll be all right. Come here, mine. Let me tuck you in. Come here, mama. Come here. Good girl. Come on, mama. Mine. Mama dog. Come on. Come on, slowpoke. Come on. Come get in the bed. Come on. You gonna make me pick you up? Come on. You're walking awfully slow. Come here. Come on. Come on, girlfriend. Come on. People are waiting. I'll get you out in just a second. I promise. We've been out several times. I don't think you got to do nothing, but I think you're just busting my chops because you want to go for a little stroll. I'll have to get her out in a little while. Michael King, message retracted. Water, I subbed and liked. Thank you. Appreciate that. Walt, W-A-T-E-R, water is healthy. Thank you, Water. Appreciate you. Michael King, as we all say in the UK, all mouth, no action. There you go. Let's hope it stays that way, man. Were you a top or a bottom in prison? Let me get rid of that one. Never did no time. Hide user from channel. Big rocks. What do you think of Seattle? Ah, man. I don't know much about Seattle other than, what's that idiot's name? I can't even think of his name right now. You know, the tech guy that pretty much owns Seattle now and all that woke shit up there. Just like San Francisco. Just like Portland. Bad news. What the hell's that clown's name? You know, the guy that thinks he can run the world. Anyway, that's about all I think of Seattle, but it's beautiful. I would love to live there if I didn't have to deal with the bullshit, but it's expensive. Batshit crazy. What's up? What's happening, man? I like football. There you go. I used to. I don't watch it anymore. Batshit. Enjoy sunlight. Avoid Seattle. Yeah, a lot of rain up that way. I got to get rid of this chew. Yuck. Sorry about that. Oh, man. Thanks for all the thumbs. I see 20 and 22 likes. I like that. I appreciate that. Well, I think I'm going to bounce. I just wanted to plug in at a decent time on the weekend, try to see some of the regulars. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you very much. Mama Dog's a little antsy. I need to get her out and about. Been giving her this laxative. I don't need her to have another accident in the house. But do me a favor. Do a kind act for a stranger. The world needs it now more than ever. I end these videos the same every time. A kind act for a stranger. Something simple. Break off a homeless person a hamburger. Hold the door open at the grocery store. I know I sound like a broken record, but the ones that get it, they know. You see somebody do something nice for someone else, it puts a smile on your face. And when you do it, it gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling, right? Lead by example in your daily life. And don't take the people for granted that you love, ever, ever. So have a beautiful day. Much love and respect as always. Love the ones that love you back. Do your best with the trolls. And thank you very much. I appreciate all of you, each and every one of you. It means a lot to me that I see good comments down there and that there's still some good people left out there. It gives me faith. And YouTube don't care for me much. None of these videos get back in rotation anymore. I used to do these lives and 1,400 people pop in, 3,000, 4,000. Not anymore. They don't like what I got to say. So anyway, thanks again for everything. I appreciate you guys. Peace.